as we're talking about the Thunder, let's talk about them last night. Them versus the Spurs. Chet versus Wemby, the two front runners in the two front runners in the Rookie of the Year race, and they were playing it up, man. Even though in the fourth quarter the Thunder were up by like 30 points, they were going back and
You
forth.
could not tell. You could not tell. This was a big, and we called it too. We were talking about the games that we're like, this could come down to a Rookie of the Year race, and they played like it. They played like it, even though OKC was blowing them out, and you knew they were going to win. You didn't have to tell Wemby that. You didn't have to tell Chet that. Like they were going at it like it was a 2-point game, and it was just a 1v1.
Yeah, and the benches and the crowd were all playing into it too. It was a lot of fun.
I cannot wait for to watch those two guys go at each other for the next 5 to 10 years.
I know, with the way those teams are shaking up, like if the Spurs are able to build around Wemby in the next few years, which I'm sure they will, they've given me no reason to not believe in them. This is going to be a great Western Conference rivalry for years to come. And they were a good rivalry. Rivalry, like when it was, the Durant and Westbrook versus the Tim Duncan, Kawhi, like late Spurs. But they would face each other in the playoffs like nearly every year. Like I know they played in a few conference finals, big second rounds. Like they
especially
played
with those
against each other
Kawhi
a lot in the older ages or whatever you want to call it.
Older ages, man. That was only 10 years ago. Makes me feel old.
It's crazy to think that was even 10 years ago. That does not feel that long ago.
No, 10 years ago, 2014 was that Thunder versus Kawhi, and that was the last time we probably saw that Thunder team like that.
Yeah,
that rivalry has a little bit of historic value to it, and you're just going to add to it with these two guys. These NBA scriptwriters are on something.
we have to talk about the Suns Mavericks game as well. This was another
Speaking of script writers.
This was another one that was a bit of a blowout in the second half because Devin Booker just took over for the Suns. He had like 46 points. He's been on an incredible stretch. He's trying to make his case to the coaches that he should be in the All-Star game. But in the first quarter, we had a little kerfuffle skirmish.
Well, it was like the first 5 minutes, Grant Williams and KD were just ready to put on the boxing gloves and go 12 in the ring.
Grant Williams, Durant, and Yusuf Nurkic. It was incredible.
And the thing is, we all thought it was going to be like a Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, because they have some history. Like this is two teams that you don't expect a huge rivalry out of. But ever since Doncic got there and the rise of Devin Booker and the rise of both of them, this is turning into like not always just a insane rivalry like team wise, because like you said, the Suns pulled away because Devin Booker went off, but a physical rivalry. Rivalry. This is the one that you're going to get some extracurriculars out of.
We even saw like it might have been the second quarter, earlier in the second quarter, Kevin Durant was kind of playing into it too. Like Luka, something happened. Luka just walked away with the ball, and Durant was trying to get it and all that stuff. So it's always fun to see those rivalries. I hope you can even
see it in the press conference. Like Luka Doncic was even getting testy with the reporter and all that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, because there was a Mavericks fan that was saying demonstrative stuff to Luka, so he got ejected.
Is horrible. We always don't condone that, and they should have got ejected, which they did. But even though you can tell, man, that those two teams are not gonna like each other, and they don't like each other. The fans don't like each other. The players don't like each other.
No,
it's a fun. That's my kind of rivalry that I like. The one where you get the extracurriculars. I know that's not everyone's taste because you like to see just the close games, the 7-game series, like these, just a heavyweight battle. But I like the heavyweight battle where the fisticuffs come out.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we could get Suns Mavericks in the playoffs somehow. That it's kind of unlikely unless both of those teams are somehow in a play-in, or the way it would be right now is the Mavericks in the 8th seed would have to upset the Thunder, and the Suns would have to upset the Clippers. Like a bunch of things would have to happen in order for the Suns and Mavs to occur.